A heartbroken dad says given the opportunity, he would like to kill the beast who murdered his daughter rather than see him freed. Army Lance Corporal Tony Yushinskij beat, raped and strangled Marion Crofts when she was 14. He is now up for parole, and could be out of jail within weeks after serving 20 years. Marion's father Trevor, 84, said, "I hate Yushinskij. Given the right opportunity and a gun, I would shoot him. Or if he was going to be hung, I would pull the trapdoor. I'm old and dilapidated, but, while I'm still here, I don't want him free." Marion was murdered as she cycled to a clarinet lesson along the Basingstoke Canal in Hampshire on June 6, 1981. Yushinskij, a chef in the Army Catering Corps based at nearby Aldershot, was among 20,000 potential suspects. Marion Crofts was 14 when she was killed. Image, PA. Anne and Trevor Crofts outside Winchester Crown Court. Image, PA. He was only caught 20 years later because cops arrested him for assaulting his second wife. DNA from a mouth swab matched a sample from Marion's clothing, including her left sock. Trevor said, "He'd had another life before he was caught. He should have got life there and then because he hadn't changed." Yushinskij's trial at Winchester Crown Court heard how the killer's blows had probably knocked Marion out early in the assault. A 1-inch groove was left in the ground beneath the teenager's head from where Yushinskij had stamped on her skull. Trevor said, "It was a nice summer and the ground was hard. This hole he made from Marion's head, it was a hollow. How the hell did he do that? Now that is." Marion's devastated mother Anne was institutionalized following the murder and died soon after the trial. Trevor, a retired physiotherapist, said, "Marion's mom never recovered. Yushinskij showed no remorse. I'm appalled he's even got a hearing." Compared to modern sentences, his was very light. One of the girl's socks she was wearing when she was murdered. Image, PA. And considering the type of murderer he was? That sort of violence against a child who was just riding her bike. I would have liked to see him get a whole life order. Yushinskij, now 61, from Leicester, appealed against his conviction in 2014, but judges threw out his case after hearing the chances of the DNA evidence being flawed were around 1,000,000,000 to 1. Trevor, a great-grandfather, remarried and lives in Fleet, near the home he had shared with Anne, Marion and 3 other daughters. He added, "I don't think it ever goes away from anybody. You learn to live with it to a certain extent, but it's going on all the time. Women won't be safe until proper sentences are imposed. What crimes have been reported in your neighborhood? Check within your area." The parole board said, "We can confirm the parole review of Tony Yushinskij has been referred to the parole board by the Secretary of State for Justice and is following standard processes." Parole board decisions are solely focused on what risk a prisoner could represent to the public if released and whether that risk is manageable in the. A panel will carefully examine a huge range of evidence, including details of the original crime, and any evidence of behavior change, as well as explore the harm done and impact on the victims. Read more. Brit weds U.S. death row murderer after telling parents she was visiting Disneyland. Read more. British couple welcome miracle conjoined twins who constantly hug each other.